Okay, good morning once again. Good morning once again to all of you. We'll start today's class. Is it audible to all of you? Hello? 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 Friends, okay. Good morning to all of you once again, and we start an important topic, keylogger, which is a topic of the second module. Before going to the actual topic, keylogger, just I would like to remind all of you towards active participation in the online classes, and I also request all of you to watch the videos that are being uploaded in the YouTube channel of the department as well as YouTube channel of the course coordinator, that is myself. Also, I request all of you to take the multiple choice question test very seriously. Don't share your answers with the others. Do the assignment by Sunday evening, right? Yesterday I have said with every Friday I am planning to send a multiple choice question test, and within 48 hours please try to answer the assignment. Submit the assignment only once. First assessment will be considered. So do it carefully and do it in a proper way. Study the things. Okay, there are 10 questions in the multiple choice question test. Now, key loggers. Cyber security is an area where it is having a very high scope. Scope is large and scope continues to be available and extending till the internet exists. So therefore, there are no lacuna, there are no problem for doing the project-based learning. For example, keylogger is another area where you can do the project-based learning. I had told to some of you to do phishing, uh, right? Anti-phishing mechanism to develop. I think Divesh is doing that. Controlling the email sending. Okay, I think Sahadev Kumar is doing that. After that, I did not hear from anybody, but still you have to do it, and it is best if you do some projects in the area of cyber security. As I am aware, many of the companies are looking for cyber security professionals. They will definitely give a good scope for your skills in the area of cyber security. Okay. Keylogger is another area or another topic where you can do the good project based learning. Therefore, it is important for us in order to understand the keyloggers in depth. What is a keylogger? What are the types of keyloggers? How people will encache the keyloggers information? How it is used in the different attacks, and how we can develop our own keyloggers. Okay, and what are the different advantages of keyloggers? What is the scope for next study in the keyloggers? What assignment questions we may get from the keyloggers? What questions we may get in the examination? From all the perspectives, it is very important to learn about the keyloggers. Okay, I'm starting with the keyloggers, and then most probably in the next class I will discuss with this on the topic spyware. Today, a keylogger we will see in depth. A keylogger is a program that runs in the background. Okay, it's a program, a software, or hardware, or hardware recording all the keystrokes. The purpose of the keylogger program or hardware is to record all the keystrokes. If you are able to record all the keystrokes, there are many advantages. Suppose if a key logger program is already built in and installed in your computer, and if you are making some credit card transactions, credit card number, okay, and whatever other numbers are there that you are entering, password you are entering, all those information can be easily recorded in the special file of the keylogger. Later it can be used for some other purpose. So that is about the keylogger in short. Once key strokes are logged, they are hidden in the machine for later retrieval or shipped raw to the attacker. It can be sent because keylogger can be attached associated with a Trojan, which Trojan collects the information from the keylogger and it sends. This it depends upon the implementation. So you can implement the Trojan mechanism of collecting the data also in the keylogger, or you can have a keylogger working which collects, records all the keystrokes, which is sending information to the Trojan. Trojan in turn sends the information to the attacker. That is the one possibility. Attacker checks file carefully in the hopes of either finding passwords or possibly other useful information. The idea why attacker uses the keyloggers, he thinks of collecting some credentials, file, for example, passwords or other useful information. Right? So that is the idea. Keyloggers can also be used as a surveillance tool. What is this surveillance tool? So suppose an employee, a suspicious employee, let us say, okay, or some set of employees, if company wants to track them, they cannot directly ask whether you are working for our company or somebody else. Are you doing some mischievous? It is not possible to ask. And also it hurts the employees. Relationship between the employer and the employees will be spoiled. So what they do is they use these keyloggers as a surveillance tool which tracks whether the employee use work computers for business purpose only or for some other purposes. So that can be done. Such systems are also highly useful for law enforcement and espionage. Suppose I was telling you to, develop a mechanism for avoiding, curbing, mitigating the child pornography. Child pornography, the children below their maturity age, they will go to the pornographic site and see something. Now, once the user is having not having eligibility, either his age is less than 18 years, say for example, minor, not matured, then the keyloggers may be used not to enter into such sites. Whatever the sites that is banned should not be able to enter. That way also it can be implemented. That's one idea of implementation. That possibility, feasibility, one can see. So law enforcement and espionage secretly collect some information. I want to collect information regarding some other governments or other states. So you know that two different countries, okay, so which they think there is some dangerous activity, okay, they anticipate that a particular country like China will do the, say for example, China will do some activity which is harmful to other countries. Suppose if there is some such suspicions, then espionage, guptachara, like that, so can be done using the keyloggers. Keystroke logging can be achieved by both hardware and software means. You can have a hardware also, as well as you can have a software also in order to use the key loggers. That's why we divide the key loggers into two types: hardware key logger and software key logger. Two types of key loggers. Hardware key loggers. So then how it looks like, I will show you how it looks like. You can also see today, this is a internet era, right? Education 4.0, industry 4.0, web, internet is guru, which gives everything. Not only your teachers are guru for you. So if you pray the good, it will give good. If you pray the bad, it will give the bad. Okay. Hardware key loggers are used for keystroke logging, a method of capturing and recording computers users keystrokes, including sensitive passwords. Okay, hardware key loggers, that means you are not having the software here, you have the hardware key loggers available in the market that can be added. Generally, recorded data is retrieved by typing a special password into a computer text editor. So all the information, whatever is tracked, collected, are available in a particular text file. So for which the keylogger installing person, that particular attacker, for example, or maybe using for the right person, that particular person has set some password. Using that special password, later he will collect all the information. Hardware keyloggers plugged in between the keyboard and the computer that detects computer detects that the password has been typed and then presents the computer with typed data to produce a menu. That's how he takes the data. So this is the idea. Okay, this is, you have seen this regularly. You will connect this. So this is this, you know, right? So here is the, you know, keylogger, and this is how you can see, you can in line with that. So hardware keyloggers comes in three types. Again, we are talking about keyloggers, hardware and software. And in the hardware, we are talking about three types of hardwares. Inline devices that are attached to the keyboard cable. What we had shown in this figure is inline device. So this is the cable that you are connecting from your CPU box to the keyboard. From here in between you are having the keylogger. This is the type 1 inline devices that are attached to the keyboard cable. Devices which can be installed inside the standard keyboards. So you see there is no keylogger attached in line with the keyboard cable, but there may be a chance of, or it is possible for you to have the inbuilt device which can be installed inside the standard keyboard. So some countries who are making the export of the computers our computer's keyboard might have installed some keyloggers which later uses the Trojan to send the information to the attacker. So that is one possibility. Replacement keyboards that contain the keylogger already built in. Keyboards that contain the keylogger already built in. Okay, these are the three types of key hardware keyloggers. Some hardware key loggers, hardware key logger standalone edition. Okay, any hardware device that can be attached in between a keyboard and a computer. Hardware key logger keyboard edition looks and behaves exactly like a normal keyboard, but it keeps a record of all keystrokes typed on it. Key host hardware keylogger, a tiny hardware device that can be attached in between a keyboard and a computer. Key catcher keystroke logger, a tiny hardware device that can be attached in between a computer and a keyboard and a computer. These are all the some hardware keyloggers types. Okay, what are the advantages of the keyloggers? Antivirus technique cannot catch these. Antivirus technique cannot catch the hardware keyloggers. Work on all computing platforms. Okay, that way it is being developed and available. It can be spotted by a suspicious user is a disadvantage. It can be spotted by a suspicious user. So who has blacklisted, so he can spot it. Software keyloggers. Let us come to the software keyloggers. Software keyloggers track system, collect keystroke data within the target operating system, store them on disk or in remote location, and send them to the attacker who installed the keyloggers. This is software keylogger system. Okay. Anti-malware, personal firewall, and host intrusion prevention solution detect and remove application keyloggers. Anti-malware, personal firewall, and host-based intrusion prevention solution detect and remove application keyloggers. So that is possible. Okay. Next, software keylogger detection methods include how to detect software keyloggers. Scan local drive for log.txt or other log file names associated with the known keyloggers. You should have known some keyloggers. Implement solution that detect unauthorized file transfer via FTP or other protocols. So that is your project. You can do such a project. So such project, if you do, definitely you can understand something. Some you should not feel, oh, difficult, how I can do this. You have to put effort, you have to explore. The internet is available, right? So otherwise it becomes your responsibility to make it available, put your effort, right? And understand how that can be implemented. So here is some tips for implementation. Implement solution that detect unauthorized file transfer via FTP or other protocols. Scan content sent via email or other authorized means looking for sensitive information. Detect encrypted files transmitted to questionable destinations. This is how you can detect the keyloggers which are of software type. This is an important topic, useful, and you can do a project-based learning. You can do paper also on this. Advantages of software keyloggers are hard to detect, can be deployed remotely via software vulnerability attack. Remotely, like botnets, where we remotely do a command on the command control, right? Command will be issued from some remote machine, and they can control some compromised machines or nodes, and they execute command control on that protocol or principle. Botnet works. This also can be done like that. A remote keylogger can be done. Okay, can be deployed remotely via a software vulnerability attack, are fairly easy to write. A simple keylogger program in the Python uses only 8 lines of code available in the internet. You can check for that. You can write a simple keylogger. Disadvantages: a good antivirus scheme could sniff this out. Because it is a software keylogger, a good antivirus can find it out. For fewer cons with the software, so these are much more common than hardware type keyloggers. So since it is easy, and you can keep changing it easily, it's a modification, it's working. Since it is software, it is easy to write the software keyloggers. Example of Windows keyloggers. I request all of you to look at these things. In all the classes, I am giving you some URLs and websites to explore. You have to do that. So such questions may appear in your assignment questions. So if you are not done, you will not be able to do that. Then it motivates you to do such assignments in the MCQ test. MCQ test itself, I may give bad trans case study, for example, where you have to read that and do, right? So since we are not able to conduct in this COVID lockdown period in a traditional way of case study and the innovative questions, I am adding from my end, okay, the questions in the multiple choice test, okay, MCQ test only case studies also and innovative questions. For example of Windows keyloggers, bad trans keylogger worm that exploited a vulnerability in Outlook Express and Internet uh, and uh, uh, and Internet Explorer. It collect keystrokes and them to various email address. Magic Lantern, FBI's Federal Bureau of Investigation own software to wiretap log email passing through internet service provider, right? So this is one. Before going to the spyware, okay, I want to you to take to this. So bad trans I said, please note down this URL address fsecure.com vdscs badtrans.html. Technical details are given here. In this they have written worm w32 bad trans. Worm w32 bad trans is a worm spreading with email messages from Windows 32 systems. The worm sends email messages with infected attached files as well as installs a spying Trojan component to steal information from infected systems. The worm was discovered in the wild on April 12, 2001. So please go to this particular URL. See what is worm 32. I may ask you to directly write on Batrans, which is an example of Windows keylogger, right? So here you are having the technical details of it. You have to understand and read that. Worm itself is Win32 executable file. It was found in the wild in a compressed form and is about 13 KB long. Being decompressed, the worm's file length increases to about 40 KB. The worm has a multi-component structure. It consists of two different components that are dropped on a hard disk as three different files and run on a standalone programs. The worm routine is the main component. Please go through the information. It is available here. Okay. In the same way, I am telling you to explore other one, Magic Lantern, FBI's Federal Bureau of Investigations own software to wiretap log email passing through internet service provider. Come to this. So here you are having some information. Please note down this URL. This URL is available in your website, or if your assignment is asking you to explore some other websites also, you have to do that. I'm just showing an example. The same thing may appear for your assignment, okay, for your MCQ test. Okay, come here. The ultimate keyloggers, FBI's Magic Lantern. While keyloggers may be popularly associated with hackers and identity thieves in the digital realm, they have one or more master that we often overlook, that is FBI. The Magic Lantern was a special program which used tricks only known to black hat hackers. It infiltrates a target system and steals all kinds of data. This infographic looks at how the Magic Lantern progressed over time and precisely what the rootkit can help steal from the target system. Okay, I am requesting you to go through this all these informations. What is a Magic Lantern? How, for what purpose it uses? A IP address, a list of open TCP and UDP ports, list of running programs. What are the things it can do? You can just explore and then okay. So this is another learning that you have to do. Just for your understanding purpose, Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, is a government agency in the United States that investigates crimes in which a national law is broken or in which the country's security is threatened. FBI is an abbreviation of Federal Bureau of Investigation, right? So this is what you have to study. In the next class, we'll look at the spywares. Once again, I am just informing all the cybersecurity students to take such topics very seriously, understand its implication and how actually people are using for the various purposes. FBI Magic Lantern is using for the perspective of the nation security. Batrans, it is making use of the vulnerability in the Outlook Express and Internet Explorer, right? Some other hardware keyloggers might be installed in line with the keyboard cable, and so that they can connect the information. Please try to understand what is a keylogger and what is a hardware keylogger, what is a software keylogger. It's a type, okay, how it appears, and how you can detect the software keyloggers. All those informations are discussed today. It's very very important. So these things I am not giving the material, since these materials are available here. You can go to this slideshare.net. Okay, you can note down this URL. I acknowledge the SlideShare and this author Ankit ANG for preparing this PPT. It's good. I'm using that. I suggest you also to use the same material. In the next class, we look at the spyware. So I'm concluding today's session. So please participate and you submit the MCQ test one by end of tomorrow. Thank you one and all for patiently listening. I am closing the class.
Sir, sir,
Thank
sir,
you.
sir, 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 sir. Sir,
Hello.
sir, I did not get any mail, sir.
What mail you have to get?
That assignment, sir.
So in the your batch email is there, no? Your batch
Yes,
email.
sir.
In that I have
I
sent, not for to the
I
personal
checked,
email
sir. I
ID.
did not get.
So in that case, you can get it. You can send your email ID to me also. At the same time, you have to see. You talk to Reshma Madam, right? So how are you are not getting? Just you have to talk to. We are asked to convey and take a test through those email IDs only. So you have to talk to the Reshma Madam. Okay, please talk to her.
Okay,
Add your email ID, what is wrong, just you see, and also inform me. I will do the needful. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.